Okay, welcome back, and in this video I want to show you how to upload your landing page onto your domain name. So if you remember, in the last video we actually edited this landing page right here, and we swapped out the links and we added our CPV Labs link. Now all we need to do is we now need to locate the folder that contains our index.html file. So this is all of the images that come with the landing page. You can see all the images right here. Boom, 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 and all of the stuff that comes with the landing page. So you can see that all of the files that come with the landing page is right now in this folder. So what you want to do is, and this is the basic rule, if you have your landing page called index.html, then on your domain name, it would actually take the name of the folder that contains the index.html file. So for this example, I'm gonna give you an example. Our folder is called reaction, okay, and then this this specific folder that contains all of the files, okay, and the index.html file, the folder that everything is inside is called reaction. So once we put this reaction folder onto our domain name, once we go to our domain name.com, let me give you an example. So once we go to our domain name.com, it could be whatever your domain name is, /reaction. Because you called the main landing page file index.html, once you go to your domain name.com / the folder name that contains the index.html file, your landing page is going to show up on this domain name. Okay, so domain name.com / reaction, and your landing page will show up. So that's why you want to call it index.html. But oftentimes, if it was called something else, like 123.html, then you're gonna have to go domain name.com / the folder name / 123.html. Okay, but if you call it index.html, you don't have to do the thing at the end. So it just automatically takes the name of the folder that the index.html file is enclosed in. So all we need to do is we want to grab the folder. So I'm gonna press back and I'm gonna go to this folder because that contains the HTML file. All we want to do is we want to drag a folder that contains all of our files onto our domain name. So we're going to go and use an application called FileZilla, and I'm gonna open it up. And what FileZilla allows you to do is it allows you to basically move files from your desktop to your domain name. You just have to drag stuff in there. So I'm going to go to, and if you're wondering about the host name is your domain name. Okay, so your host name is going to be your domainname.com. Your username and your password, that is the username and password that your hosting gives you to access the cPanel of your domain name. So just basically ask them for the username and password to access the FTP or the actual cPanel of your domain name. So ask your hosting company for the username and password. So the host name is your domainname.com. Okay, so whatever domain name, if it could be buybinliners.com or buycoca-cola.com or whatever your domain name is. Okay, your username is going to be your username that your hosting gave you. This username, or you might have set up for yourself. So you can ask your hosting company what your username is. Your password is the password that you created or your hosting created for you. Hosting, I cannot spell today. Hosting gave you this password, or you might have created the password yourself. Okay, so you can get all this information from your hosting company. So once you go to FileZilla, I'm going to connect to your domain name. Okay, so I'm going to connect to my domain name by putting my host name in, my username and password in. And let me do that right now. Let me pause the video and let me do that right now. Press quick connect. Connected to one of my domain names, and all you need to do is go to the public_HTML file. Okay, make sure it's not public_FTP. Make sure you go to public_HTML. Then I'm gonna have all of our folders right here, and we can just scroll to the bottom. And all we want to do is we want to get the folder that contains everything, and we simply want to drag this folder into our domain name. Okay, so this is the folder that contains our HTML file and all the other stuff, and we want to grab this folder, and it can be called anything. Okay, so let's just call it black hole. Okay, so we want to grab this folder and paste it well, not paste it, but drag it over to our public underscore HTML file right at the bottom, okay? And it's going to upload everything, all of the images, everything into our domain name, okay? So you can see it's uploading right now from my desktop to my domain name. Now, if I go to my domain name, okay, slash the folder name, okay, so remember this, domainname.com slash the folder name, or if there's multiple folders, you can basically grab all the multiple folders. So let's just create multiple folders just to make our life difficult. So let's just call it 1 with this folder, and let's just put the black core inside the 1 folder, okay? So let's just call it test. So you can see that we have multiple folders. We have the test folder, and we have the black core folder. And the black core folder is what contains all of our files. So all we need to do is very, very simple. Your domainname.com slash all of the folders that lead up to the main folder that contains the index.html file, okay? So just see it as, if you have multiple folders, you basically want to do this. So we have a test folder, then we have the black core folder, then we have the index.html file. So when we go to our domain name, once we drag this in, it's going to be our domainname.com slash test slash black core, okay, because these are the folder names. So what it basically tells us is that the index.html file is within these folders, okay, on your domain name. So it's in the domainname.com directory slash your first folder, which is test, slash your second folder, okay, and then it could be the HTML file name, okay. So in this example, it's index.html, so it would be index.html. But I mean, I think it's just a rule that if you call your HTML file index.html, you don't even need to put it at the end. But let's say, for example, if your index.html file is called, I don't know, let's just call it 123. Then you're going to have to put 123.html at the end of your domain name for your landing page to load up, okay? But if you call it index.html file, you don't even need to put index.html file. It's a weird rule, but just keep it like that because it just takes the name of your folder, okay? Right here, black core. So let's just use multiple folders right now because it doesn't really matter. So we've got the test folder, we've got the black core folder, and then we've got the HTML file. So we're going to drag the test black core folder onto our domain name. So I'm going to drag this, and all we now need to do after it's uploaded is go to our domainname.com slash test, which is the first folder, slash black core, which is the second folder, and our landing page should open up, and it should go to our CPV labs. It should go to our CPV labs links, okay? So let me see if it's uploaded. It's uploaded. So you can see let's go to our domainname.com slash test slash black core, and it should load up. So we go to my domain name right now, test slash black core. And what do you know it? Our landing page that we've edited loads up perfectly. And if we click on the links, it should go to a blank page. Okay, so it doesn't go to a blank page, okay? That's because I'm cookied in. But if I delete my cookies, then typically it'll go to a blank page. But it should go to my CPV Labs URL, okay? So if I actually right click and press copy link address to any of the links right here, it should go to this link right here, okay? So let's just paste it. You can see it goes to my links as opposed to my competition's links. Now, all you need to do is this is what's gonna happen. Oftentimes you're going to have a landing page on your domain name, no problem, okay? So you can see it's my domainname.com slash test slash blackcore, okay? Now what's gonna happen is if you now, let me just open it up in Google Incognito. If you now click on one of these links, okay, what's gonna happen is oftentimes you're going to go to a blank page that's gonna say no click. And don't worry if it says that, it's meant to say that. It's a security feature made by CPV Labs, and they do that to stop like bot clicks or to stop people who find your landing page to go to your offer and find out what you're doing. Okay, so it's gonna say no click if you just go from your landingpage.com and you just click on a link. What you need to do is you very, very simply need to go back to CPV Labs and start adding your landing page, okay, into CPV Labs. So just make sure that I haven't been logged out. Okay, I haven't been logged out. And let's just call it test campaign 10. Okay. All you need to do is you need to make sure that you paste your landing page URL right here. Okay. Make sure you give an ID. I'll just call it test landing page. It doesn't matter what we call it, test landing page. And let's just call the ID as 1. Make sure that with every single landing page and every single offer, you give it a unique ID. And let's just put the share to 100%, which means that this landing page is going to get 100% of the rotation. Okay. Cost per click, we can change that as it is, but I'm going to do a separate video for this. But I'm just going to show you right now how to actually get, how to test your CPV Labs link. So all we need to do is put our landing page URL right here. Make sure it includes the HTTP. If you just put it like this, it won't work. So make sure it includes the HTTP. Give it a name. Put the ID as 1, and put the share as 100. And you now want to put your offer URL here. Okay, so let's just put as a random offer URL. Let's put Forbes.com. Forbes.com. Okay, and the offer name, just call it Forbes.com. Let's just put the share as 100. Payout, you can put anything you want. Let's just put 50, whatever it is. ID, make sure it's unique. And again, this is just to show you how to test your links. Okay. Now if I press save campaign, this campaign is going to save. So we have our landing page right here, and we have an offer URL right here. And obviously your offer is not going to be Forbes.com. Your offer is going to be within the A1 Revenue Network, and you're going to get your URL from the A1 Revenue Network and paste it right here. But I'm going to show you an example of how to test your landing page. Now if you press test link and you go to any link on your landing page, it's not going to work. Okay, it's going to go to a blank page that's going to say no click, which is perfectly normal. Don't think that your CPV Labs is not working. Okay, the CPV Labs is working perfectly. It's meant to do this when you press test click. If it says no click, then everything's working. Now if you want to actually see if it goes to Forbes.com, then all you need to do is very simply, let me press leave. Very simply, you need to copy your campaign URL right here, and you copy this. And then now, if I go to my campaign URL, so just put google.com so we don't get confused. If we go to our campaign URL that we just copied from CPV Labs, and if we now go on our campaign URL and press enter, and we now click on any of the links, then it's going to take us to Forbes.com. Okay, so if I take any of these links now that have come from my campaign URL, then it's going to go to Forbes.com. So I'm press this link and look what happens. I go to Forbes.com, but this is what happened. Usually what happens is you want to make sure that append sub ID is to the offer URL. But in this case, because our network, we have like a little thing called a sub ID parameter. And what sub ID parameter basically allows us to connect CPV Labs to the network. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you press append sub ID to offer URL. But because I didn't structure my URL the same way Forbes.com, or it's the same way it should be structured if I was to get my affiliate link from the network, that's why it came up with the blank page. Okay, so sub ID is basically a random string of characters. So in this example, it's EKM, P, DT, Y, all this kind of stuff like this. But because I didn't structure it properly, what happens is it came up with a blank page, but it should go to Forbes.com. Okay, so for this example, don't do this with your campaign. Please don't do this with your campaign. But I'm gonna show you again, right, just for demonstration purposes, why it didn't work. So if I unclick append sub ID to offer, just for this example, I'm gonna show you that's going to redirect to Forbes.com. Okay, because again, you're going to have an affiliate link right here, but because I don't have an affiliate link, that's why I'm unclicking this. Okay, so I press save campaign. I'm gonna show you this one more time, and I'm gonna show you that it's gonna go to Forbes.com. So again, please make sure that append sub ID is clicked to offer with your campaign, with your affiliate marketing campaign. But because for this example, I'm just using Forbes.com just for example purposes, that's why I have to press append sub ID off of offer, just for you to see that it's gonna redirect to Forbes.com. Okay, so I'm gonna go one more time, and I'm gonna show you that I need to just go to the campaign URL right here. I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna paste it right here. And if I click on any one of these links, it's gonna take me to Forbes.com. Click the link, redirect me to Forbes.com perfectly. So you can see right now, everything is working. So that's how you upload your index.html file or your landing page onto your domain name and start adding it to CPV Labs. And I'm going to do another video on how to pretty much the data that you're going to need to put in here just to create a campaign, but it's pretty much self-explanatory. But I'm going to just do an overview video to show you specifically what you need to click and what you don't need to click. Okay, so again, you might have to watch this video a couple of times, but it's very, very simple to get your domain attached to your landing page and to upload your landing page onto your domain and to add it into CPV Labs and to test things to make sure things are working. And if we press open stats, we can see that we had 2 clicks on our landing page and it's going to Forbes.com. Okay, so that's how you test to see if things are working live with your campaign URL. So just make sure, to recap again, you have a pen sub ID to offer, and you go through this campaign URL, not test link, and everything should work. So it's your boy Mr. Opulent. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video.